The first question we asked was, what gender are you? With obviously 100% of the respondents saying girls. We did this as a formality, as in other surveys we have both men and women answering them, and so it therefore avoids confusion later on. The second question we asked in our survey was, how old are you? We did this so we could get a better idea of the quantity of our audience. From this, we saw who out of the age groups preferred to watch horror films. The answers were as followed. 21 girls said that they were 14. 22 girls said that they were 15. 23 girls said that they were 16. 31 girls said that they were 17. And only 3 of our respondents were 18. The next question that was asked was, how do horror films make you feel? 66% of the respondents said it made them feel scared, unhappy, and they didn't like what they were seeing. 50% of the respondents said they felt excited, exhilarated, and it made them very entertained and they enjoyed it. 33% said they felt nervous while watching the horror films, like apprehensive and very uncomfortable. 41% of the respondents said it made them feel anxious and upset. 8% of the respondents said they felt disgusted and what they saw was horrific. 11% of the respondents said they felt confused and they didn't know what was going on or why it was happening or for what reason. And finally, 15% of the respondents said they just felt alarmed about what they saw and were very upset about it. The next question we asked was, when you watch horror films, who do you watch them with? 29% of the respondents said that they watched them on their own. 20% said that they would watch horror films with their parent or carer or guardian. Another 20% of the girls said that they would watch them with their sibling or another close relative. A massive 84% of the girls said that they would watch horror films with their friends in big or small groups. This is the one that we predicted would be the most likely. But 18% of the respondents said they would watch them with a partner or significant other. It was a multiple choice, so the overall percentage does not add to 100%. The question asked was, which subgenre of horror is your favourite? This was an important question as it helped us to decide which subgenre we wanted to do. We gave the options of supernatural, teen slasher, and psychological, with the percentages being 50%, 23% and 49% respectively. For this question, we asked which setting frightens you the most when watching these types of films. The most popular was a domestic and family setting, with 56% choosing that option. 25% of the girls responded with a haunted house as being the scariest location. 35% of the respondents chose a forest or a wood as the scariest place for a horror film to be set. And 24% said that an isolated outdoor location was the scariest place. This answer was also multiple choice, so the answers do not add up to 100%. From this feedback, we used both the forest and a home setting in our trailer as we figured they would be the most effective ones to use. Other answers that were given was schools, churches and hotels. Our 7th question asked was, does a horror movie appeal more to you when it's based on a real life event? This was a pretty balanced answer, with 30% saying that it wouldn't appeal more, with 35% saying it would to a certain extent, but also 35% saying that it would appeal more if the whole trailer was based on a real event. Following the same format as before, we asked, do gruesome aspects within a horror movie frighten you? For example, blood, gore, weapons, and other stereotypical things. The minority of 21% of the respondents said yes, they do get frightened by the stereotypical gore. 27% said that they were scared to an extent, but it wasn't a vital part of the movie to get them interested. Whereas the majority of 52% said that it had no effect on them whatsoever and was not a crucial aspect of the movie. The last question we asked was an important one for our research. We wanted to know if when watching a horror trailer, do you prefer to discover the majority of the storyline of the film? 21% said they do to an extent, so they would only want to see some of the important bits of the film. 32% said that they prefer to see the basic storyline, not anything in too much detail. And a majority of 47% of the girls said they don't want to see how the film pans out and prefer action shots instead.